We are Group 1 and we will talk about a volcano. In this lesson, we will going to talk about the characteristics of volcano, major parts of a volcano, definition of a volcano. In this lesson, we hope that you will learn to define what a volcano is, identify the major parts of a volcano, recognize different types of volcanoes, and understand the characteristics of volcanoes, and describe how volcanoes form. So, a volcano is a natural geological formation where molten rock, gases, and other materials from beneath the Earth's crust escape to the surface. This process usually happens through an opening or crack in the Earth's surface, which is called a vent. The molten rock, known as magma when it's below the Earth's surface, and lava when it's erupt, may flow down to the sides of the volcano or be explosively thrown into the air. The word volcano comes from the Vulcan, the Roman god of fire, because of the intense heat and fiery eruptions associated with volcanic activity. Volcanoes are formed when there is accumulation of pressure beneath the Earth's crust, typically due to tectonic plate movements or melting of the rock within the Earth's mantle. When the pressure becomes too great, an eruption occurs, leading to the release of magma, ash, and gases. Parts and functions of the volcano. We have the magma chamber. Located beneath the Earth's surface, contains molten rock that is under high pressure. When pressure builds up, volcanic forces magma. Volcanic eruptions. The magma chamber serves as the storage area for magma before it erupts. We have the vent. The vent is an opening or passageway through which magma, gas, and ash are expelled during an eruption. The vent connects the magma chamber to the Earth's surface and allows for the escape of volcanic material. Crater, a bowl-shaped depression at the summit of the volcano. It forms as a result of eruptions when the magma is expelled. Lava flow are streams of molten rock that emerge from the volcano during an eruption. As lava flows down to the sides of the volcano, it cools and solidifies, forming new land features. This can also help the volcano's structure. Ash cloud. During an explosive eruption, volcanic ash is thrown into the air. Ash consists of tiny rock, mineral, and volcanic glass particles. These clouds can spread over large areas and pose dangers to health, travel, and in the environment. Ash clouds can help contribute to the Earth's atmosphere. Pipe. The pipe is narrow, vertical shaft through which magma travels from the magma chamber to the surface. It is a path that magma follows as it rises to the Earth's surface, eventually reaching the vent. Side vents. These are smaller vents located on the sides of the volcano, through which magma and gases can escape. Side vents can produce smaller eruptions or allow gases to be released without a full-scale eruption. Fissures are long cracks in the Earth's surface. Through magma can flow out during less explosive eruptions. These cracks often occur on the sides of the volcano and allow lava to spread over a large area. Tephra refers to the fragments of rock, ash, volcanic glass that are ejected during an eruption. These materials can vary in size from the fine ash to large boulders. Tephra can settle over time over a large area, contributing to the formation of volcanic soils. Volcanic gases such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and other gases are released during eruptions or even possibly from fumaroles. These gases can contribute to the atmospheric changes, acid rain, and the environmental impacts. Shapes and size. Conical shape. Cone-like or mound shape that forms a volcanic material like lava, ash, and rock accumulate around the vent. Size. Volcanoes can range from small steep-sided cones to large, broad shield volcanoes. Their size depends on the frequency and type of eruptions, as well as how much material is ejected and accumulated over time. Type of eruption. Explosive. These eruptions are associated with more viscous magma, which traps gases and builds up pressure. Effusive. These eruptions are common with low viscosity of magma and which allows gases to escape easily. A mixed eruption is the combination of effusive and explosive. Composition. Basaltic lava, it has a dark color and rich in iron and magnesium. Andesitic lava, being richer in silica than basaltic lava. Rhyolitic lava, it is light colored and rich in silica. Crater. The depression at the summit of the volcano formed after an eruption. Craters can fill water to form crater lakes. Caldera, a large, often circular depression formed when a volcano collapses after a massive eruption. Caldera formation can result from the emptying of the magma chamber beneath the volcano. Lava dome, a a steep mound-like structure formed by the accumulation of highly viscous lava near the summit. Volcanic materials. Lava, molten rock that has erupted from the volcano. Ash, fine powdery fragments of rocks and minerals that are ejected during explosive eruptions. Tephra, larger particle than ash, which can include pumice, volcanic rocks, and volcanic bombs. Location. Tectonic plate boundaries. Most volcanoes are located along tectonic plate boundaries, where plates either collide, pull apart, or slide against each other. Hotspot. Volcanoes can also form in the middle of tectonic plates at hotspot, where fumes and of magma rise to the surface as as seen in the Hawaiian Islands. We have three types of volcano. We have the active volcano, a volcano that is currently erupting or has erupted recently. Dormant volcano, a volcano that is not currently erupting but has erupted in the past and may erupt again. Extinct volcano, a volcano that is unlikely to erupt again because of its magma supply has been depleted or its tectonic setting has changed. We have the we have four types of eruptions. Hawaiian, which characterized by gentle eruptions with lava fountains and lava flows, typically involving basaltic lava. Strombolian eruption, moderate eruptions involving bursts of lava, ash with lava fountains and explosions. Volcanian eruptions, explosive eruptions with thick ash clouds and pyroclastic flows, typically involving andesitic or rhyolitic magma. Plinian eruptions, extremely explosive eruptions, with massive columns of ash and gas reaching high to the atmosphere. These eruptions can have widespread effects on the environment and climate. Number 9. Heat and temperature. The magma inside the volcano can reach temperatures of 700 degrees Celsius to 1200 degrees Celsius, depending on the magma type. This high temperature leads to the melting of the rock, formation of lava, and intense heat during eruptions. Seismic activity. Earthquakes can After a volcano erupts, earthquakes can precede, accompany, and follow eruptions. Volcanic tremor, a specific type of seismic activity that indicates magma movement beneath the volcano. Potential hazards. We have pyroclastic flows, lava flows, and volcanic gases. That is all for this lesson. Hope you learned something and thank you for listening.